Hello and good day to you. Welcome, it's Andy here, and this is Talking Really. A story that's out at the moment is about Sainsburys starting to use facial recognition to spy on customers. And of course, this is nothing new. I've had cameras in everywhere for a long time, many years. In fact, you cannot go down the street without having a camera looking at you. I was watching it was a 6-part series, I think, on telly last night on Netflix, and it was all about, well, it's a police sort of based story, but the premise of this was that they were using CCTV and amending it to, essentially they were framing a guy. They framed him that he committed murder, but the actual CCTV footage that they used was doctored and put back in the system. And they're wrong about this, that there's cameras all over the place, but you can actually get across London, allegedly, without being caught on camera. And there was a whole network of maps of camera where cameras not located. And you could, if you work it out on the app, you could go across London without ever being on a camera. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Maybe it was just a documentary on this series on Netflix, but it is possible because everything we see on telly is based upon reality or future reality. Now, I know that they've had cameras in Asda, because when you go to pay for the till, luckily for me, because I'm on a scooter, all they can see is my forehead and a hat, if I wear a hat. That's all they can see, because I don't actually stand up when I'm paying in the till, self-service. I try and do self-service as little as possible, obviously, for obvious reasons, but when you sort of in a rush and you go through, the camera is actually located on the top of the till and it cannot see me, so that's good. But it's been there for many years. It did annoy me in the beginning. I just think, well, I'll just stay sitting down and then they can't see me. But there are cameras in the store anyway, so they are doing this. However, this is a thing that they've announced, breaking news, that's trialling this in several shops. So they've got Sydenham in Kent, Oldfield Park in Bath, and there's a plan for nationwide rollout. So this is obviously one of the largest supermarkets in the UK. And this trial, intrusive tech is deeply disproportionate and chilling. Facial recognition surveillance turns shoppers into suspects. And there was a case recently of somebody who had been falsely accused, and based upon CCTV and facial recognition. And they're having terrible trouble with it because they're obviously being accused of stealing.
She was wrongly flagged as a shoplifter in a piece of facial recognition software called FaceWatch. And what it meant was she was thrown out of Home Bargains, not once, but twice. You were never arrested, you were never charged, you were never prosecuted, so there was no crime committed. In fact, there was no evidence that you hadn't paid for the tissue paper at all.
No, none at all. So I was quite horrified when I'd seen this image of myself and what I apparently had done. So I did try to defend myself on the second occasion of going in the shop, and did say I'd be back, to prove, my innocence. And also, I was with my mum, who's 81, on the second occasion, and my worry was that she wouldn't have been able to defend herself. She would have just gone away and been banned from this store and not defended herself at all. And I think for elderly people or vulnerable people, this could be, it could be quite serious for them, or it could impact the health, the mental health, because it did bother me. I was second guessing myself. Had I paid for the items, what have I done?
But this is a Big Brother Watch, so you can find that on Big Brother Watch. Now, they're saying in this article that they should be abandon this trial, and the government must urgently step in to prevent this unchecked spread of the invasive technology. Hardly any likelihood of that, because it's the government that want it. And I've got another story about the government and why they might be doing this whole avenue. But yeah, so that's the Big Brother watch. I'll try and link it down below if I can find the actual article of it. This was just a small clip of the actual bigger picture. Right, that's it from me. Let me know your comments down below, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.